Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be talking about a platform called as Lens, and it is popularly known as lens.org. So this video is a part of a series called as AI Tools for Research. And in today's video, as I said, I'll be talking about this platform called as Lens. So there are multiple platforms available for the research scholars or the people who wanted to pursue research to do a excellent research survey. But most of them are limited to the scholarly works. Scholarly work means the papers published or the review articles published on those papers, which has DOI, digital object identifier number. But there are very less number of platforms that has got patent knowledge search, and there are very few platforms where we could do a scholarly search as well as the patent search. I think when you go to the site called as www.lens.org, I mean, it is very simple. You take up any search engine and then type something called as lens.org, and then you would be having a first site which says lens.org. So there are no other multiple or duplicate sites. So this is the only site. Please be aware of the original site and get access to the right site. So now you go, and then one beautiful thing is this platform allows you to use it for free. Also, you need not even log in or register to use it. Suppose if you wanted to use it as an academic or a business perspective or a non-commercial if you are using it for a non-commercial purpose, then it is completely free. You do not have to pay anything. But if you are using it for a commercial purpose or an academic purpose, they have got a multiple pricing and the other options available, like an enhanced features available for you to use it. So I think if you are a business person or if you belongs to an organization, I think better that you should opt for it, because it gives you a multiple other options so that it is worth than the free search. But in the free search is pretty well good for any researcher to find the patent and search. So now you could see that when this is the first page or a landing page, what we call it, where you could search something. And in the first page, we could see that the Lens, so they have given an example, a tagline kind of a thing, that what is their mission. The Lens serves as an integrated scholarly and patent knowledge as a public good to inform science and technology and enable problem solving. So this is a very non-profitable organization, and you would be surprised, this is a 20-year-old organization. This was it is more than 20 years, I would say, it is 24 years currently. So this was started in the year 1999. So, and then it was initially had only the patents to be covering these in the search, and then slowly they started including the others also. So currently they have the patents, scholarly works, as well as some biological informations like gene or protein sequences. So those sequences they have. So it is they have collected around 220 million scholarly works, and then 130 million of global patent record, and then 370 million biological sequences. So whenever we perform a search, these numbers are searched, and it has been constantly updated dynamically in the real time. So the search history is also saved when you do it, and there are multiple options available to visualize your search also. So let's go and do a patent search, and then let's see, let's have some word. Okay, let's give something called a semiconductor. So I think there was a small mistake. Yes. So it is a semiconductor. When I just search for the semiconductor word, so what happens? It gives me a list of things. And the UI is amazing. So now we could see that at first column, where there are multiple filters available. I'll come back to it sooner. And these are the multiple patents available for me. I can just keep scrolling down and have multiple results. So now it has got a large number of results. Now what I can do, let's say here in this case, I'm looking for a patent search results. So now I have got multiple options. I just wanted to see the publication date. So what is the published date or filing date or the earliest priority? So granted date. Let me shortlist by granted date, and then today. So I'll start from maybe 4 years ago, and then ending on today. Yes, let's define it and see. Yes, now the search has been refined, and you could see that not only the search is refined, there is something called as these search results have been analyzed in this. So now I could know that who are the major applicants of this topics in this refined search. Supposedly IBM has got 40,000 patents and then Taiwan Semiconductor, I think it has got 36,000 patents, 27,000 patents by Samsung, and it goes on. If I wanted to see a full list also, we can see it. So these are the publications over the time. So what are the number of published patents over the time? So as you could see that over the year in 2020 there is a larger number of publications. Let's clear the filter and see what does it gives us again. Yes, now it gives us a larger number. So the publications over time, now it gives us a larger number. It has covered from 1940. That's fantastic. And now the application numbers have been increased dramatically. So now this shows that the filter also it just not filters the data which is in the first column, but it also filters the visualization tools. So now you have multiple options. One is the date range. So in the date also, like what date, published date, filing date, the multiple date options is available. Flags, and these flags are nothing but you can pick a particular character on the patent. So like it has got a claim, it has an abstract, it has a title, or you are going to segregate only which has got an abstract so that you can go through it faster and then do it. And most patents have got abstract and title claims. So these are all mostly available. And some has owner and some has got inventor, all these things are there. So now you can also refine it by this. This also you can do it. You can refine it by the region in which it has been published. Let's say like I wanted to look at a place called as, we would say, okay. So now I would take Norway, or Saudi Arabia. Okay, that's got just 19, and I refine it. Now this gives me only the 19 search results. That is wonderful, and it gives me who are the major publications or the major filing applicants on these 19. And not only that, in these 19, we could see that each patent, the title, what is the patent number, and what is the patent grant family jurisdiction. So where are these applicable? Like CN stands for China, US stands for United States, Brazil, I think it goes on. And then this patent is active. So now I have taken Saudi Arabia and I have listed 19 patents and it is active. I think now I can come back and then see the legal status. The legal status is only active here. So which means like there would be like the other options also which is expired. So I think all the patents in the Saudi Arabia is active. So so now we have seen the jurisdiction, applicants. So now these are the top applicants. So you can see like if you wanted to see only what Samsung has produced, you can just do it, or you can see by who are the other owners also. So load more will give you the complete list of applicants. So and then you can shortlist according to it. And inventors also. So these are the applicants and inventors are different. So applicants is the one where the patent is owned, or they are the funding agencies where they fund it and then make this. But inventor is the actual person who has invented it. So these are the inventors. Suppose if we know a popular inventor on, we are looking for the papers which is based on a particular inventor, then we could do it. And you could see that in the search results, the first patent is method for foaming vapor phase growth film. This is an expired patent. So now these also gives you the legal status, and something is discontinued, something is also discontinued, this is active. So this can be just cited here, legal status. When you go to legal status, and then there are only few options which were very popular. One is like active, expired, pending. So but there are also others options which is called as discontinued, inactive, patented, unknown. Is I think like they are not so specific about what is the status. Is it active or it is unexpired? It is they do not know. Maybe it doesn't have any data from the jurisdiction, or it is the country is different. And this also gives you also like the documentation type. So if it is a patent application or it is a granted patent, so this also gives you that information. And then the citation works. Yes. So how many number of citations that each patent has got, so that also gives you. So now you could see that the one process has got 4,000 citations. So you can also shortlist according to it and then see that. So, and now our search is not related to biological, so this will not give you any biological sequence. So but still we can have some biological, I think there are some biological informations related to these semiconductors. Suppose if your thing is like search is like related to biology thing, then I would say that you will have a lot of information and shortlisting based on this biology. And I'm not a very expert on what is this tool, so since I'm not a core biologist. So and then the classification, what are the different types of classifications, like US classification code or CPC classification code, all these things. And then the documentation family, so which country it belongs to, and this is the group or group by simple family or expanded family and all these. I'm not so expert in this documentation family also, maybe you can go through. And these are the query tools. Query tools means like you can ask it and then automate the search, and then it will update you whenever there is a new information added. And then the last shows the new structured search. If you wanted to begin, if you want the search to stay and then you wanted to start a new search, and then you just click here for the new search, new structured search, and then this will come. So now before we just typed in a box and then it gave a lot of information. Now I can just do multiple keywords and then give and or it should be there, and then what is the date range in which that search result should be published, what are the classifications. So all these things I can give and then search, so that I do not have to shortlist it in the later stage when I have the record. Now let's go back to the I think I'll have to go back. Yes, I go back. Now we have got semiconductors. Yes, and you would be wondering how to edit the search if I wanted to. So this is a little complicated. I think they could have given a small search box here, but it is a little simple. You just on the right to the search, click on this down arrow, and then it says edit search. And then you edit it. So it is like that. I do not know. They could have just left it like this so that it is easy for us to edit and do it. But it has got the other options also, like the drop arrow has got other options. Instead of a patent search, I can do a scholar search. I can do a new scholarly search, profile search, and classification explorer. The most important features and interesting features are in this one, which is like you can see the analytics of this. I'm just going to give an analytics. And now this is not going to give me the list of patents available, but it is going to show the data over a graph. So now this data is the documentation type. So now I have got abstract. What is the number of abstract that has been published, amended patent, limited patents, and these different patents are mapped here. Now I do not want such a more information. Then I go here and then just give a simple line chart. So when I give a simple line chart, it shows what is the number of papers, document count, and then the publication date. So this would give me a very simple thing, and it is also easy to download it. Just right click here and save the image, or I think there would be an option to download also. I do not know, I forgot it. And then yes, save as dashboard or save the dashboard on all this. I think presentation mode will help you to have a larger screen. Yes, so like this. So and then in this also there are multiple. If I give a multiple lines and instead of the metrics, what should be the x-axis? I mean the y-axis. Instead of documentation count, how do I go that side? Yes, please retry. I think I will have to reload it. Yes, generating my analysis. Oh, something wrong. Okay, I'll give the search again. Clear all. Yes, so now I am the use default analysis preset. Okay, we are back to normal. So now I can, instead of documentation count on x-axis, I can give a different thing, average agent count or inventor count. Let's see what is inventor count instead of the number of document published. So this is the number of inventors that has been increased over the years. I just need a simple bar chart. I can give a simple bar chart where only one thing is applied, average inventor count, and I can choose multiple also, like average sequence count, average cited patents, or the average agent count, or the document count. All these things can be done, and then the year interval can be also done, month wise, publication date. So I can shortlist in this one. If I'm not okay with the color, I can change the colors also. So this is giving you pretty good information. So this is a very important information, and in most cases, like, we'll have to search it and then plot it on ourselves, and this will give you the one useful information. And this graph is also downloadable, and we can also save it to our dashboard, so that we can visit again whenever we wanted it. So, and then the search history is also automatically saved. You do not have to turn on anything, and then you do not have to log in. It is automatically saved. And then when you come down on the analytics, you could see the number of applicants and how many patents or how many patents they have got related to this search data. And then this is a wonderful thing where it would show you the jurisdiction, like the world map is shown and what are the number of patents, and then the darker the color, I think the more number of patent it is. The lighter the color, the lighter it is. And then this is the number of documents. So we can also change the color, and then the how many number of abstract have been published, how many patents have been granted. So all these are given here, and I'm not quite sure what is this, but it looks really interesting. So I think this is the classification in which it has been published. IPCR classification codes, and these are the top owners, agents and attorney who are responsible for this. And this is a very interesting see. And this author or the inventor has published these many documents. He is a wonderful genius. I do not know who is it actually. But what we can do is we can also, I think, where it is not searchable. And this is the cited by patent count. So how many number of citations that patents have got? Larger the circle, more number of citations, which means like this article has got larger number of citations, around 3000, but this is a discontinued one. Let's see, like in 2010 this has got a larger number of, okay, the red one is active, I think the green is discontinued or expired, and then what is the blue one? The blue one is inactive. Oh, that is wonderful. So this is the simple family size, and it is given here. The red is active, blue is inactive, and then the light green is expired, and then there is also a different green that is also saying discontinued. Pending is orange, patented is red, so you cannot use it. So I think the red shows that we cannot use it without any permission, and then the green ones are green signal that the information can be used. I think the blue one is uncertain, so it is inactive, which means it is available or not available, no. And then similarly gray is also unknown. So these are the wonderful informations that can be searched from one keyword called as semiconductors. If I am going to narrow down or give multiple keywords, then it would give it. If I do not want to have the patent search and I wanted to have a scholarly search scholarly, just it, the same word will be searched in the scholarly. You see, now this is a scholarly analytics. So now the first 2-3 are same, date range, flags, and now it gives you authors, not inventors, and now it gives you institutions, not the owners or the companies in which it has been published, country and region. And identifier means how do they identify the article. If you want a DOE article, then it is DOE, PubMed, PubCentral, different sources. And what is the funding agency in which these articles have been published and cited? Journal, name of the journal. And then the documentation type, I think it is the journal article, conference article, book chapter, preprint, dissertations, all of those. This is such a wonderful information at one site. And then this is the, if I wanted to have this analytics, I have it here. If I wanted to have the list of documents, I think I should go to table, so that I will get the list of documents in the form of a table here. Or if I just wanted to have a list, I should click it as a list. So, and this gives you a lot of documentation type, publishers, subject matter, open access, if it is an open access. And there are also multiple open access, which is called as open access color, open access license, and all those. I think golden open access means it is like completely free. And now, so I search results. I'm going to do an analysis on the results which I'm going to read, which I'm able to read only. So I'm just going to give a redefine, and then see it here. I've given it as a table, so it is building up a table. And I think I wanted to save this query. I just click a save query. Since I have not logged in, it asks me for login. If you have logged in, I think you can easily save this query, which means that the result with that refinement or the shorting. So if I have to have a list, this is the list. So list is more easy to read. It gives you a title, it gives you the abstract and the journal, and it is open access or not. I can also click on this and read more on the article. So this is also wonderful. Yes. So how many number of citations it has got, what are the references it has used, recommendations, and the collections. These collections are called as our own collection. Suppose if we create a collection, then this would be added to it. So summary. So yes. Now we'll go back to the analytics. Fantastic. So now we are in the search page, and previously we had this as an, you could see that this is a scholarly search. The previous one was a patent search. How do I see it? Select a scholar search. Yes, you see lens.org, lens search patent, and when we searched for a different thing, it is scholar search. So the search engine does a beautiful work. It searches on a different platform. And when we come to analytics, it has the same tool, a documentation count, and what are the types of thing. You can have it as a bar chart, line chart, stock bar, so the colors, and you could have the institutions who are publishing more and what are the number of articles they have published over the year. I think if you could define the date range, like publication years, let's say like we were segregated to 2000, very stringent, 23 to 24. Let's see how many people have published. Oh my god, 63 papers have been published. Now we are generating a new, this one, since it is only few. Line chart, let me see if it is simple to read. Oh, 23, I think 24 is just half the way, so the documentation count is low. I would increase it to 20 years. Yes, you can play around it and you can get the information what you want, and you can also see the trends in which the documentation or the number of paid publications has been made, and these are the institutes in which it has been published. They are from where it has been published, and these are the different types of articles. Like the article, this is journal article, and this is unknown. I do not know what is unknown. And these are conference proceedings, and these are books chapters, and small is conference proceeding, and these are also books, and this is preprint. Okay, this is others. So it gives you a classification and the author information, the author and then the number of documentation count, the citation of the scholarly works, how many citations which has got. I think the small dots represent 0 citation, medium dot represent 5,000, 10,000 and 15,000. So I think the blue things are open access articles, and this green are not open access article. And then this is and shows like what is the area, I mean what is the topic or study of field where these articles have been published. I think the bigger the size of the font, the more number of publications it is. I think they have beautifully given it in the bracket so that the number of articles and then this is seen. Those articles, I mean those related to transistor and then semiconductor is very low, thin films and semiconductor is very low, material science and semiconductor is high. So it should be the different topics. Suppose if I wanted to work on an let's say like semiconductor and publish a paper, I would see this. I would be working on a material science kind of a journal. I would be looking for a journal to publish in a material science, and I would also be looking forward to do some changes in the material science in terms of semiconductor, not on the organic chemistry, not on the heterojunctions. I mean, I can do it because it is also niche. Like there are only 30,000 articles published, which means it is difficult and more demanding. And diode. So these are different things. And then this is also the country and region where it has been published more. The more darker the color, the more number of publications it is. It shows like in India it has been 30,000. I think this is China, it is 1 lakh and something, and in Russia it is 34, US it is 98,000, 98,000. I think this is Argentina. Oh, it gives us the name also. Let's go and find it out a small piece. I think there is Taiwan. Okay, 16,000. This is Korea, Japan. This is still Russia. Beautiful. So this is how it works, and then the informations that can be searched. The other options are like you can use something called as collaborative tool, where you can create your own collection and share it with your friends or the co-workers and then do it. There are something is called as like institutional tools. So this gives you extra analysis and keeps you get updated. I do not have access to this institutional tool. I think the Lens Lab, I'm not sure what it is, and this gives you the release, information about what is this platform, how can you use better. I could have definitely missed few key features. You should check it out before you use it. And then the others are usual things like release note, cases, lens news, everything. I think the guest work area, like what, and yes, I have not logged into any of these things, but still if I click on the history, it would have saved all of my history. You see, I have searched for a query in semiconductor, and then it is in patent, and then scholarly work semiconductor. When we went back, it is counted as a one query. So like semiconductor and patents. So and then it also saves the filters in which I have done it. This filter is 2024 only, 2023 to 24, and there are no filters. And here I have given us open access color. Here I have given us open access color, jurisdiction. So date range, it has kept all. And then this is like there are multiple features also. The lens.org keeps privacy information. That means like the search results are not shared with anybody, and this is being a non-profitable organization which has been surviving for almost 24 years now. So it guarantees 100% privacy for your search and then what you do it. And it is also available in multiple options like Spanish, Portuguese, Korean, Hindi, Dutch, Japanese, Indonesian. Good. I think it covers you more. It is not that you can search only in English. You can do it in multiple languages. French is also available. Dutch is also available. So these are the different platforms. The other works. They also have API data, sequence data, and everything. I think pricing, when you look at it for the non-commercial purpose, as I said it before, it is for the open access, open public, it is free. Non-profitable use, it is free. Commercial use, and then non-profitable institution and commercial enterprises. So it is like they are almost free if you are not using it for a profit. But they do give you a lot of additional features if you pay them money. So these are the additional tools or the things which is so for institutional profile. You will have such things. So there are additional options available: bulk data, scholarly API, patent, link search. So I think you should check out, and this is a wonderful application or a platform to do a literature search on the patent as well as on the scholarly works at one place with ease. Please go out and check out this, and I am saying you, this is not any promotional video. I'm just making it so that it was useful for me and the rest of all others should also be useful. Thank you for listening. See you again in next video.